Welcome back to Bitwig Studio, my friends. So here's another record. I don't know how many re's that is, of a topic that I wanted to talk about for a while, and that I mentioned already a little bit in the gating tutorial. And this is the interaction of different rhythms. Of course, I still haven't looked up that funny word, but so I'm working on a track right now, and I have a simple bass line here. 143 BPM. And what I want to do with this is to add some sounds naturally. And to show you what I mean, the interaction of different rhythms, we are on D here, so we'll just go with something really basic. And I had this all done several times, but I figure I build it for you because, I mean, you want to learn something or pick up some things. So I have to kind of build it again. And naturally it's always a little bit different, so we'll see how this turns out. So this would be really, really simple on the 1. So the straight grid, if you will. So we can even also go on the offbeat and just kind of make some pattern happen, but it all goes in the 4 to the floor kind of grid, in the normal grid. Fairly simple and boring. We can try to make it a little more exciting here. Just use different LFOs on here. Sorry for being silent here. And we can maybe take one that goes with the no trigger and just yes, like that. Something very simple and straight. Make sure there's a low cut on here because there's so much bass in it already. Hope it's not too loud, but this is all gonna work out. All right, so this is our straight one, and we'll just call this straight because it follows the fairly straight pattern. You know, we use this one here. We use the I really should have looked up the the terms for these, for the punctuations. I hope they're called punctuations. So it's all following, this patch is following a really straight one. And now we can add here another straight one. So like a straight pad or something, just to drive the point home. I always like to copy those because I'm lazy when it comes to this. This can go away. And here we just make some kind of straight sound happen. Boring. So this pad now is really simple. It also respects a very straight rhythm. As you can hear, it swells in the same kind of way. So now what this is all about is to play with different rhythms in it to create some variety. So let's see if this works out here. What we want to do is we could just use like a simple long chord like this, or we could draw in notes. But I want to achieve this different rhythm effect with different punctuations here, and I will really look that up later. So what we want to do is to create some weird sound, maybe. Let's see. Turn this off now. Maybe we'll make this a little bit longer. Scale to 100%. That hasn't scaled up. Bitwig. Alright. Okay, and for this very simple thing, it's a little boring. Like so. What we normally do then is put LFOs on the thing, of course, on the filter, and then it would kind of simulate the same rhythm that we had already, if we listen to what we have already. And if we now turn this on too, let me turn those other ones down a little bit so you can, that was of course, you do that here. You can hear how it's also very straight. Now the real magic starts to happen because the basic, the kick bass, the foundation is straight, and all our other things are straight. So now if we go into our newest sound here and we purposefully don't make it straight, and if the universe is willing, this will create some awesome variation. Do you get the groove of this? So if we only put this straight, it would be fairly boring like we had. Like a soup without any spice. But, you know, especially in psychedelic trance, what really works for me and what kind of dawned on me lately, I guess, because I have been fixated on this straight rhythm thing for way too long. But if you kind of throw in the other punctuation, please correct the term that I still use wrongly. You can really tell how they all interact and how they kind of go with each other. And then of course you can modulate the hell out of this. But the point here is to, especially if you don't know what else to do, maybe you try to deviate a bit from the normal punctuation here and kind of go down to the different kind of tempo, to the different kind of segmenting of the tempo. I should have looked up the term. But this is about it. And you can tell how this really brings some spice and some grit and some variation into your tracks. Especially if you sit down and make some awesome patches, unlike I have done here, which is just to get the point across. So that is it for today. I hope this re-recording did help you a bit. And thanks for tuning in. If you still need Bitwig, you'll find the link in the description below to get 5% off. And even if not, thank you for tuning in, and always happy to hear comments and suggestions and feedback and corrections, of course, because I'm just a guy and I wouldn't call myself a professional either. I just share what I know so you can elevate your game in Bitwig Studio as well. See you in 5 minutes, my friends. Bye-bye.